present here today, and it will be a definite source of inspiration and motivation to all the participants, and with the backdrop of the Growers Conclave, it will be an additional motivation for all of them. So we are going to start the deliberations in the next couple of minutes. Sure. So I would request, please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, and let's welcome on stage Shri Amardeep Singh Bhatia, the Additional Secretary, Department of Commerce, Government of India. I would also request the CEO and Secretary, Coffee Board of India, Dr. K.G. Jagadisha, to kindly come over. I would request the other dignitaries, Shri Bose Mandarna, the member of UPASI, Shri H.T. Mohan Kumar, President of KGF, to kindly come over. Fabricio Andreda, I would request him also, Mr. Andreda, also to kindly come over. As you're walking in, ladies and gentlemen, I would request you to kindly occupy the seats in the front so that the friends coming in late will join at the back, so that there'll be no disturbance. I would also request Mr. Fabricio to kindly come over and take the seats. Good morning, Mr. Fabricio, and welcome to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, true to the theme of the conference, the deliberations have been going on successfully. And today, another important stage of the conference, it is the Growers Conclave. At the outset, I would request the CEO and Secretary, Coffee Board of India, Dr. K.G. Jagadisha, for the opening remarks and welcome address. So, Dr. Jagadisha, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Dr. Jagadisha.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. Today is a special day for all of us, as all of us know that the coffee growers, our producers, are the backbone of coffee sector. Their full involvement in the event is very, very important. Without them, this conference is incomplete. We have dedicated Today has been dedicated to growers. As we know that of late, the farming has become a gambling. It's gambling with nature, it's gambling with market. We have seen 5 out of the 10 years, we had either floods or droughts or some other natural calamities. It's not only in India, but it has become a common phenomena throughout the world. And even when those years, the crop is very good, we had a problem with markets. Coffee market has become a very, very volatile market. In spite of such a risky proposition, our farmers, they keep growing coffee, not because they don't see coffee as just business. They see this as some kind of family attachment. Their love for the soil is so immense. Even if they incur loss, they don't give up their profession. So today is the day to celebrate their contribution and then their sacrifice, echo their concerns, and discuss, deliberate, and arrive at some long-term solutions to the problems what the farmers are facing. To this August day, I would like to welcome our Additional Secretary, Shri Amardeep Singh Bhatia, to this program. We also have the august presence of ICO member, Mr. Andrade. I'll warmly welcome you also. We have presence of one of the senior most planter, and he has contributed immensely to the coffee sector. So, Bose Mandarna sir, I would like to warmly welcome you also. And we have the presence of President of KGF, Shri H.T. Mohan Kumar. He represents one of the largest association in the Coffee Growers Association in the country. I also welcome Mohan to this program. With this, I thank all of you, the international delegates, the growers who have going to come in large number, and then also the media to this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that quick, short and sweet welcome address and opening remarks. Now I would request Shri Amardeep Singh Bhatia and the dignitaries to kindly come here and light the lamp to signal the inauguration of this all-important Growers Conclave, calling upon all the growers so that the Growers Conclave will be a successful one, and the lighting of the lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम्.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, indeed the Growers Conclave will go a long way towards strengthening the inspirational aspects which will motivate all growers to grow further.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Thank you very much. And we have a very hearty welcome to Shri Sahadev and hearty welcome to you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion, a coffee guide has been brought out. A very quick overview will be given by Dr. Surya Prakash Rao, the ex-director research CCRI and consultant research Coffee Board. I would request Dr. Surya Prakash Rao to give a quick overview.
Distinguished dignitaries on the dais and dear delegates, it's indeed a pleasure to me to present a brief account of the 9th edition of Coffee Guide. As you all know that Coffee Board is bringing out the Coffee Guide in order to provide technical support. It is in fact a practical manual of coffee cultivation to help the stakeholders, especially the growers, on various aspects of coffee cultivation. In this August gathering, we would like to release the 9th edition of Coffee Guide, which is in fact an outcome of the very strenuous efforts from the research department also, and very knowledgeable growers. They put forth their wisdom and they aligned the scientific knowledge with the practical experience of the growers. So it's indeed a great pleasure to use this occasion to release the Coffee Guide for the benefit of the planting community. Now, thank you and all for giving me the opportunity to present. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Surya Prakash Rao. And now I would request our chief guest, Shri Amardeep Singh Bhatia ji, to kindly release this all-important coffee guide. The very name suggests coffee guide. It will go a long way. And you can see the editorial committee on the screens who have worked day in and day out to get this coffee guide, a comprehensive guide for the entire coffee sector. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for this release of the coffee guide. Thank you very much. In addition to the all-important coffee guide, ladies and gentlemen, India Coffee app also has been brought out. And before the app is dedicated, I would request Dr. Babu Reddy, Deputy Director, Market Intelligence Coffee Board, Bengaluru, for a quick overview of the India Coffee app.
Good morning to all respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. In this age of new technological development and communication, to offer all the services of coffee board, which we carry for the growers, exporters, and other stakeholders of the industry, and the products, services, and information to all the stakeholders, Coffee Board has developed an integrated mobile app, which is one-stop mobile app solution to all the services, called India Coffee app through ICT Infracon. This app integrates the new services and also the existing online services, covering e-commerce platforms and digital payment systems. And to get all the information from bean to bytes, the India Coffee app is getting launched today in this historic occasion. I encourage everyone to embrace this technological leap to take forward in the world of coffee. I request the dignitaries to launch the India Coffee app for the benefit of all the stakeholders of coffee industry. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the India Coffee app, which is the one-stop solution. And coffee stakeholders can access all the products, services, information, various aspects of soil testing, seed coffee supply, pest and disease, management tools, post-harvest management. You ask anything, it's available on this app. But somehow the sound of the energy was not enough. Let's hear a huge round of applause for the release of this app. Thank you very much. We have on stage Mr. Fabrizio Teixeira Andrade, the President of the Coffee Farming Commission, Confederation of Agriculture and Livestock, Brazil. I would request Mr. Andrade to say a few words. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Andrade.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's an honor to be here in this Growers Conclave in India. Thank you for the invitation to the Indian Coffee Board and also ICO, which CNA, the Confederation of Brazil Agriculture and Livestock, is a member of the delegation here in Brazil. And I was invited to give some words, being a coffee producer in Brazil, about the importance of these Growers Conclave. And I will start with Brazilian coffee production, that it's known sometimes by being produced by only big farms, all mechanized, and these coffee producers not being too much concerned about environment and social aspects. And truly, I am a son of a small coffee producer. I'm married with a woman who is a daughter of a small coffee producer, and I know many coffee producers in Brazil. It's not true. Coffee, according to the official data, is grown by 70% of Brazilian coffee producers are small producers. And coffee is highly important, not only for these small producers that get all their resources and income from coffee, but also is important for all the community. There are many data, macroeconomic data, that municipalities, regions where coffee is grown, they have better indicators for health, wealth, opportunities, and many other aspects. So coffee is a powerful tool in Brazil to promote prosperity. And that's the main thing, the main message that I would like to bring you, that coffee, when handled, planned, and implemented correctly, can bring a lot of benefits, can change people's lives. So it's a great conveyor of sustainability. And taking by Brazilian experience, I deeply incentivize government of India and other players here in the country. You have a beautiful story. You have proper landscape, proper climate. You have a lot of growers that you keep. You have a good position in the market with shade grown, diversity, regeneration, good quality, producing Robusta and Arabica. So you are in a very privileged position. Congratulations for that. And count on us in Brazil to keep supporting. We need more collaboration in the international scene for coffee, so all of us can thrive together. And about the Conclave, I believe Brazil has been achieving good results for 3 reasons. First one is R&D, knowledge and education. We see here professors from Brazil that have been, and researchers doing great job while helping us as growers there. But it's not only R&D it's only one important component. The other one is hard work of the growers, and I have no doubt that this is and motivation and engagement. And I have no doubt that Indian coffee producers, you are like that. You are engaged. You want to go further. And the third one is collective initiatives, because it's not myself saying that. There are many research about it. Performance is individual. Success, good results are always collective. So by this perspective, I want to congratulate all the organizers for bringing the Growers Conclave, because the Growers Conclave is an important tool, an effective tool for exchange of knowledge and technology, which is very important for the competitiveness of the business, and also the collective aspects, bringing the growers together. They can network, they can exchange experience, they can engage together through the same cause. And due to these 2 reasons, I don't have any doubt that these Growers Conclave will be achieving good results for coffee production in India. And I would like to incentivize all the organizers and Indian coffee producers to do more of it, to do more Growers Conclave, more events. Is a powerful tool to bring, to rise the tide and all the boats of coffee producers here in India. So thank you very much and congratulations for the event.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fabricio Teixeira Andrade, for those inspiring words. At this juncture, I would request the Additional Secretary, Department of Commerce, Government of India, Shri Amardeep Singh Bhatia ji, for his address. Ladies and gentlemen, swagat kijiye Shri Amardeep Singh Bhatia.
Good morning, everyone. I can see that the last 3 days, all of you have been very busy, and slowly people are trickling in. Maybe there was heavy activity late yesterday. I'm happy to be here at the 5th World Coffee Conference. It's an honor for Karnataka and India and Bangalore to host this meeting. For the first time, I'm seeing such large. Yes, I think this will be better. So it's an honor and pleasure for all of us to be hosting this World Coffee Conference. And we have given it our best shot. Our entire value chain, stakeholders in the entire value chain have been mobilized by the Coffee Board in organizing this. And I hope all of you are happy and have gained something from participating in this value chain, in this conference. Jagdisha, the CEO and Secretary of Coffee Board, ICO representatives on the dais, Upasi, the KGF, the Growers Federation, and all others who have been part of this organization. I express my thanks to all of you for having taken up this challenge. Okay. Thank you. And organizing it so well. As all of you know, the demand for coffee has been growing world over. In the last 30 years, it has doubled. I was reading somewhere, we consume almost 3 billion cups of coffee every day world over. And this is going to grow further, and in the next 25 years or so, it is going to double again. So we are going to reach around 6 billion cups of coffee again. Now, this demand is being led by this time countries who are producing coffee, countries like India, countries like China, where people's interest in coffee, in making coffee as part of their lives, is growing substantially. Unlike the developed countries where coffee is already very popular. In fact, I recall I was in a university. So the joke was that if coffee is not available, life comes to a standstill. And it used to happen like that. If the coffee machines were not functioning, one couldn't see the common areas, everyone drooping, and no noise at all, silence. The moment the coffee machines used to come on, and there used to be life all around. There used to be chatter, noise, people moving around. So it has become a part of life here, and it's becoming a part of life in the new markets, in places like India, China, where demand is growing vibrantly. But at the same time, while demand is growing vibrantly, and we have the producing countries who are rising up to the challenge to meet this growing demand. At the same time, we have a number of challenges also which are facing us. We have challenges of on account of climate change, challenges on account of climate change, which have resulted in yields going down in many of our areas. We have pests and diseases affecting the crops and also affecting the incomes of the farmers, of our growers in many parts of the world. We also continue to deal with the challenge of how to increase the price realization for our growers. We still have only around 10% of the total retail value of more than, I think, 250 billion or so world market, which flows to the producers, the growers. So how do we increase that? We also have the newer challenges of ensuring that our produce is sustainable, as my predecessor speaker told that we already are a very sustainable sector. We already are, our producers, our growers are producing coffee in a very sustainable manner, but there continue to be the requirement for moving further for demonstrating further how sustainable we are in our producing in our as producers. So this adoption of sustainable practices, adoption of better pest management practices, adoption of mitigation practices for climate change, and also building in that necessary depth, necessary opening up into non-traditional areas in order to deal with the likely shifts in cultivation patterns as we have more and more impact of climate change coming in the years to come. These are some of the things we need to deal with. And at the center of it, at the heart of it, is our growers. And they are the ones who take on all the risks associated with this in ensuring that we continue to get quality coffee reaching to the retailers, to the consumers. So it is the responsibility of the entire value chain to come together and share those risks. And how do we share the risk? How do we do that? It's not only the manufacturer, the retailers, those countries who are the consumers, but also the governments who can help in areas where investments, much more investments are required. The gestation period is long. In research areas, we need to put in more. Indian government has been taking a lot of steps. We have been supporting through Coffee Board a lot of research initiatives. We've also been supporting our growers to move up the value chain. There are a number of activities which the Coffee Board has been doing to support our growers. Our growers, the Indian growers, as many of the delegates from outside would have seen, have a very rich tradition. In fact, today morning on the stage, we have someone who's a fifth generation coffee grower. And there are many like him. I recall in the last, I'm not very old in this coffee sector, but I recall during this short period also meeting a lot of people who are fourth generation, third generation coffee growers, and they bring along with them a lot of tradition and experience, which needs to be further replicated, further transmitted to those in the non-traditional areas where we are trying to grow. So these rich traditions have also given us many specialty coffees, and have, as all of you would have seen also during in the various stalls here, Very many number of specialty coffees which are not only known in India but outside the world, having great demand. And all of them have a lot of traditions and stories attached with them. I'm very sure that you will take these stories and traditions back to wherever you are coming from and transmitting them further. Our coffees are also shade-grown coffees, which is quite different from many of the from the manner in which coffees are grown in many of the countries. So that's also something which we have been promoting and which is a message we wanted to give through our World Coffee Conference. And I hope that's also something which is a good tradition which will be taken by the rest of the world from here. In order to ensure that the various new techniques, the various research initiatives, and the new practices from world over that would be useful for the growers, this growers conclave is a very useful exercise, which will be a day-long and concluding event for this coffee conference. I'm sure all of you who are waiting here will gain much from this various subjects which will be discussed in the parallel sessions which are going to be organized. Coffee Board has been a great co-host. ICO has been a great supportive co-host also, and I am very sure that this platform will continue to reach greater heights in the years to come, and the coffee community, especially the coffee growers, will continue to prosper and keep giving us fine quality coffee, which will continue to be part of our lives, which will make our lives much more energetic and productive. I wish all of you a very happy and productive day of discussions, and after that, from wherever you are coming, a very safe journey back home to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are eagerly awaiting for the session to start after this inaugural session. But before we close this, I would request Dr. M. Sendil Kumar, Director of Research, CCRI, for the words of thanks.
Good morning to everyone. I take this opportunity and thank our Additional Secretary. I request our CEO to facilitate Mr. Amar Singh ji, our Additional Secretary, and Mr. Fabricio Andrade, our President, Coffee Farming Commission, and our veteran planter, our Bose Mandana ji, our beloved HT Mohan Kumar ji, President KGF, and our another honorable guest, thank you very much. Little drops of water, little grains of sand make the mighty ocean and the pleasant land. It is time to thank all those your little deeds of kindness, little words of love, which gave strength to reach this yet another milestone. I take this opportunity to thank all my beloved coffee growers and associations and office bearers and our respected additional secretary and our beloved CEO who was the strength behind us, and all our beloved colleagues and the entire coffee guide team and everyone who is associated with this function either directly and indirectly. Thank you one and all. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I would request all of you to kindly be in your seats. We will set the stage for the first session on how to get your coffee to market, a farmer's perspective of production and quality, which will start in the next 5 minutes or so. So please don't go away anywhere. Please be in your seats. Once we set the stage, we will restart the deliberations.